How I have successfully prevented pregnancy for the last 6 years without the use of hormonal birth control. This is a completed cycle chart from one period to the next and everything that happens in between. So we have our temperature line, we have our cervical fluid line, and our cervical position line. This might be a lot, so just stay with me. This is your basal body temperature, so this is your base temperature every single morning. I use a temp drop every single night just to make it easier on me. I'll post my code for 10% off of temp drop in case anybody's interested. But this is basically the best way that we can confirm that we've ovulated. Because ovulation cannot be predicted like with period tracking apps. If your period tracking app is telling you when you should ovulate, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be wrong. Because we do not always ovulate at the same time in every single cycle, and that is why cycle charting is so important. So we use basal body temperature to confirm ovulation. We use cervical fluid to let us know when we are in our fertile window. Because we cannot get pregnant every day of our cycle, we are only able to get pregnant within a 5 to 7 day window out of our entire cycle. And that is because sperm can live in cervical fluid for up to 5 days. And once the egg is released in ovulation, it's only viable for 12 to 24 hours. This is backed by science, which gives us that 5 to 7 day window of fertility. And so by tracking our cervical fluid every day, we can know when we are in that fertile window. Cervical position is an optional biomarker, so it does not have to be observed. But this is an internal biomarker, so this is when we go inside of our bodies to check our cervix. And if you've never touched your cervix before, it's definitely worth trying. And also gives us so much information about where we are in our cycle as well. Cervical fluid changes throughout the cycle, so you can see this light blue color and you see this dark blue color. The light blue is what most people observe as discharge. It's like that creamy, lotiony stuff that you sometimes see in your underwear. This is an indicator that you are moving towards ovulation. This dark blue cervical fluid is more of a stretchy egg white consistency, and it's the most fertile cervical fluid that we observe. Both of these are fertile, but this is the most fertile. And so you can see how we kind of have a couple days of this and then it tapers back down. That's also a way to confirm ovulation. Some women will have an abundance of cervical fluid, so some women will experience it for longer periods within their cycles, but that's also why we do the temperature checks so that we can confirm that ovulation has already happened. With your cervical position, your cervix will either be lower or higher, open or closed, and soft or firm. So when your cervix is low, closed, and firm, it will feel like the tip of your nose and you will be able to feel it a lot easier. When your cervix is higher and open, it will also be soft, so it will feel more like your lips, and it will be open. So this is your body's way of letting you know that you are ovulating, or that you will be ovulating. I use all of these biomarkers to prevent pregnancy naturally, and I've taught many women to do the same. I hope this helps.